In this video, I will run through some of the answers or how to answer some of the exam style questions for a topic 3. Okay, so the first question that came up on the mid-unit test was this one. Okay, one example of an embedded system is a car. In a car is a windscreen wiper that automatically comes on when it rains. Explain how an embedded system could control the headlights of a car. Now, for this type of question, you will need to think about the input, the process, and the output. So this question was out of 3 marks. So, for example, if you state the word sensor, you would have received a mark for that. A sensor would give you 1 mark. Okay, so that would be an input. The second mark would be by stating the fact that the sensor would determine the light levels. Okay, and the third mark would be for stating the output. For example, the sensor would activate or turn off or turn on the headlights. Let's move on to the next question that came up on the mid-unit test. So in a computer system, state what a RAM typically stores. Okay, so the question is asking you what a RAM stores. Okay, not what RAM is, what it stores. Okay, so somebody wrote, random access memory. That would not give you a mark. Now, what does a RAM store? You could have written something like it stores programs that are being executed, the data that is being currently used. Okay, that would give you a mark. The next question was again about what a ROM stores. Okay, now instead of RAM, we are looking at ROM. What does it store? Okay, so you could have written something like bootstrap or startup. Okay, that would give you a mark. John von Neumann proposed the concept of a stored program. State the 2 items he proposed to store in the main memory. Okay, now the question is asking you to state. Okay, it's not asking you to describe, it's not asking you to explain in detail or anything like that. You just have to state the 2 items that he proposed to store in the main memory. And the 2 items are data and instruction. Okay, that would give you 2 marks. Data and instructions, that is it. Last question was, below are 2 laptops with different specifications. With reference to the CPU, cache size, and RAM size, explain fully why laptop 2 should be a much faster laptop than laptop 1. Right, now we already know that laptop 2 is much faster. We just have to explain using CPU, cache size, and RAM size as to why laptop 2 is faster. So we've already got the answers. We just need to explain what these are: CPU, cache size, and RAM size, and how it helps the laptop to run faster. Okay, so what you had to do, so this was out of 6 marks. What you had to do was you had to explain what a CPU is. Okay, that would give you 1 mark. And then you have to explain how it affects the performance. Okay, that's 2 marks. In order to get the 3rd mark, you need to explain what cache size is. Okay, and how it affects the performance. How the cache size of laptop 2 makes it faster than laptop 1. Okay, and again, in order to get the 2 more marks for RAM size, you would just state or explain what RAM is, okay, and how it affects the performance of the laptop. Okay, that is all you had to do. So, for example, you could have said something like cache is the memory closer to the CPU and therefore has faster access to instructions and data. That's 1 mark. Laptop 2 can access more data instructions compared to laptop 1 since it has 8 MB megabyte cache size. Okay, another example could be something like the clock speed is a measure of how many clock cycles a CPU can perform per second. That's 1 mark. Therefore, the higher the clock speed, the faster the CPU will run, making laptop 2 faster than laptop 1. Okay, that is all you had to do.